Umpire 1, Jake Castroverde. Umpire 2.
Our starting five of the game brought to you by Buenas, June Manzo, and the scoring apostle, PJ Simon, sharing backcourt duties to begin here para sa Davao Occidental Tigers. They will be joined by the returning Kelly Nabo, Kenneth Ighalo, and Bam Bam Gamalinda. Para naman sa ating home squad, the Valenzuela, a classic. They will be starting with Mike Machon, Ryan Trazona, JR Quinyahan, CJ Payawal, and Daryl Manligues. Ryan Trazona getting the starting nod here tonight para kay Congressman Eric Martinez. Trazona has been impressive off the bench here.
Collegiate days, but now can stretch all the way to that three-point collegiate days, but now can stretch all the way to that three-point line.
Quinyahan against the familiar foe, Kelly Nabo. Quinyahan, the fall-away jumper, clipped on the arm. That's a foul. 2 free throws coming up for 1/2 of Extra Rice Inc.
And this is the home court advantage. Everybody really cheering every time they have that basketball.
Trazona setting up Machon there. That is our fast break of the game, brought to you by New Star Max. Win to the max.
Going back to JR Quinyahan. Every time he has that basketball, everybody is cheering and shouting here in the venue. Talagang tumataas yung fan base ng Valenzuela each and every game.
That's the impact that he's given Valenzuela. So it's not just on the court, but also JR Quinyahan, you know, from his start of his career, where he was, I would say, on the heavier side, to now being this lean.
But still that physical. Never changed his game, changed his weight, changed his speed, but still able to play physical. You gotta commend the conditioning and his discipline towards the game of basketball.
And that has proven to be a key factor in him having a longer professional career. He was able to reinvent himself in that manner to be able to play still at this age at a high level. PJ Simon short on the 3. And Bam Bam Gamalinda might have pushed Trazona there.
Slight push coming from Bam Bam.
Valenzuela asking for a foul. Coach Aldrin Morante stepped onto the playing floor, pleading for a personal against Bam Bam Gamalinda. That was the miss.
They might have a point. There's a slight push coming from Bam Bam.
Pumasok na dito si Mark Sarangay para kay Coach Manong Inigo. A little sharp on the jumper there was Quinyahan. Payawal will take it from the corner. What about the confidence on the outside shooting for CJ Payawal?
I like this guy, around 6'4", but able to stretch out to the wing. Has a good shot, have good ball handling, and plays terrific defense. Strong, hard, physical presence itong si CJ Payawal.
He's already won Player of the Week honors here this season. Talking about CJ Payawal. 8-7 lamang ng isa dito ang Valenzuela. Ighalo, rip through move, step back. Defense of Payawal right there. He goes back door. What about the recognition there by Bam Bam Gamalinda? And you know, that's one of the things that I think separates the good teams from the great teams. It's really the chemistry.
Oh, yes. Even Kenneth Ighalo, a recent addition, is able to blend well already para dito sa Davao Occidental, who have been together for quite some time already. Have been in and out of the league, yet they've come back even stronger this season. And of course, one of the leaders of that team is Bam Bam Gamalinda.
A champion, a former champion dito sa ating liga. Took a leave of absence for a few years, but still maintained the team, playing in the PSL. And we're happy to see them back this year. And they have nothing but the championship in their sights. Look at Trazona, dazzling. Trazona, oh, that would have brought the house down. That's gonna be a push against JR Quinyahan.
Obviously a fan favorite itong si Ryan Trazona, given the green light to get that attack in. That was a really good drive, but just a little too deep for his layup.
On another bucket, this time off a turnover. Mark Sarangay being active here early on for the Davao Occidental Tigers.
For early points para dito kay Mark Sarangay, not the usual scorer, but given the opportunity, he'll be able to step up.
James Martinez was the one who delivered that pass. He's defending Manligues right now. Bench mob in. That's a shot clock violation. Tumayo na ang ating table official signaling that. (15-8), 7-point lead by the Tigers. They have gone scoreless for quite some time now. 1 out of 9 from the field are Valenzuela.
So quite some time for James Martinez to finally be playing for a contender, and he's going to be playing that role perfectly right here. Can score, can pass, especially can stretch out the floor para dito sa Davao.
And how important is that coming off the bench when your starters troop back to the bench and your bench mob is able to come in and provide that needed energy, whether you're down or up.
It's going to be very important, lalo na para dito sa Davao. They're not the youngest team here in our season, yet they are deep enough to be able to really use everybody in that rotation. Jun Manzo playing heavy minutes on that point guard position needs some help, and James Martinez can perfectly be able to complement Jun Manzo.
Ponce Gotladera is our guest at the charity stripe. Mike Machon magpapahinga muli dito para sa Valenzuela. Jeric Diego is in the game for the first time. Finally, a bucket there, courtesy of the free throw line para sa Valenzuela Classic. That's their first score in over a minute. Tumalip sizing up the defense. Then Chavez a little late on the closeout, and Tage Tumalip makes him pay.
He was just looking for the right space for him to be able to get that three. Was able to find that using the screen. Went under yung defender, and we saw that open three.
Only the second three-point shot of the game para sa Davao Occidental, and there's another foul given up here by the Tigers. This is a three-point shot brought to you by Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances. Tage Tumalip, another veteran of the 3x3 game, making a comeback to 5-on-5 via his stint here with the Davao Occidental Tigers. Gotladera is now 1 out of 3 from the free throw line.
Ponce Gotladera was once part of that Gilas dispersal draft. Played for the Ateneo Blue Eagles, played for San Beda in his high school ranks. A proven winner wherever he goes, and now he's trying to help Valenzuela.
Last shot time here for the Tigers. 20-9 is the score. 11 points ang kalamangan dito. Sarangay steps back out. Tumalip will go sit up high off the glass.
There you go. All the attention is on Christy Chavez. There was a wide open lane para dito kay Andre Armenion.
Excellent read from the former UE Red Warrior. 25-22. Arana to the left side. Gamalinda, he was hot in the first quarter for Davao. Gamalinda leaves it for Andrada. No good. Gamalinda gets it. Second serving for Davao. That's good. Courtesy of Bam Bam Gamalinda.
Very quiet, 8 points and 4 rebounds para dito kay Bam Bam Gamalinda. Not usually the focal point of the offense, but here's stepping up in lieu of the absent Art De La Cruz.
Now this is a different De La Cruz with the basketball. That was Nem. Delivers the pass to Armenion. Armenion fakes out the defense. Armenion gets the bounce.
One thing I love about Andre Armenion is how shifty he can get. Can go left, can go right in an instant. And that will force Coach Manu Inigo to put in a much defensive guard in their next play.
Andrada, that is what he has carved out a career for. Crashing the glass. It's scoring inside. Nobody boxing out Yutian Andrada.
Defensive guy, rebounding guy. That is what Yutian Andrada will give, and that is exactly what we saw in the last play.
Laris Lepalam could not handle the pass. Alam mo ba, there was a time before, magkalapit lang kasi kami ng bahay ni Yutian Andrada eh. May one time nakalaro ko yan, nasa Lasal na siya nun. Pick-up game pare, nakayapak lang siya. Ang tindi.
That is the love of the game that he has, but let's watch that. Ooh, pass fake to the left. Kahit na gaano kagaling dumipensa si Yutian, he's gonna get fake. But on the next play, bawi ako, sabi ni Yutian. Gets offensive rebound, gets the easy 2 for Davao. And this is a very exciting game we're having, 29-24 in favor of Davao.
You are still watching the MPBL. Coach Mano Inigo shared to me that he's actually looking forward to this ball game as he will be facing his former teammate sa spring cooking oil na si Coach Aldrin Morante. And knowing Coach Aldrin, Coach Mano already prepared schemes to counter the speed nitong Valenzuela. It was also in one of his pointers to have a strong start, to which his boys are responding well. However, Art de la Cruz won't be playing today due to a right hamstring injury. Kurt Lohera is also out due to a left shoulder injury. Back to you guys.
Thank you so much, Andrea. Well, you always look forward to those bits of information. Former teammates pala to si Coach Mano at si Coach Aldrin.
Talagang malayo na ang pinagdaanan nitong dalawa.
Which coach will get the upper hand here tonight?
All confidence coming from Kristen Chavez. That was against two. Hard help, little space, yet he's still gonna get that shot up.
Gamalinda matched up against Ladis Lepala. Gamalinda using his speed. Not much English there, but good thing Huchin Andrada was there for the stick back.
And that's why it's eased inside the court every time they are on the offensive end and there is a miss. He will try to get those offensive rebounds.
I really believe that this Davao team, the composition of their lineup, it's so balanced at every position.
Oh yes, kompleto itong Davao from guard position all the way up to the center position. And kung tutuusin, injured pa si Art de la Cruz. So this is going to be a very deep lineup come playoff time.
They're up by 7 here. Valenzuela has been having a hard time even tying the game up here in the second quarter, although they've been able to hit more shots here in this period compared to the first quarter where they only had one made field goal. Former Manila star Jason Mancao in the game para sa Davao Occidental Tigers. That ball tapped away. Kenneth Ighalo will inbound from the side.
Defensive adjustment para dito kay Coach Mano Inigo. Very energetic guy in Jason Mancao. So I assume he will be put in for a physicality and defensive purposes.
Balik na rin dito si Mark Sarangay. Quality minutes para kay Huchin Andrada off the bench.
All three possessions, the last three possessions, he got all of those rebounds.
Mancao. Double high screen set up for him. Gamalinda pops out for the 3. Lepalam secures possession for Valenzuela. Manligues gets by everybody and scores!
Another highlight para dito kay Daryl Manligues. In the last game, he showed us with that crossover to a high looping layup. Now another highlight coming in for the guard.
Fast and the Furious all in one there. That's Daryl Manligues for you. Ighalo, high looping 3. That almost went down. Mancao fouled on the reverse attempt. A gutsy attempt there against 6'7" Ladis Lepalam.
Let's watch this fast break once again. Daryl Manligues against 3 white shirts, flies through the middle and gets that layup in. Daryl Manligues, small but totally athletic.
Fast break of the game is brought to you by New Star Max. Win to the max. Very elegant finish in the air para dito kay Daryl Manligues. General Mancao in attendance here together with his wife. Of course, watching their son, Jason, who is at the line. He misses on the first free throw. And by the way, for Valenzuela, noticeably absent from this bench is Oren Katakutan in Val Chauca.
Yes, I think they're really needing that offensive edge na pwede bigay, but that is a good find. Coming off the slip of Lepalam, Manligues finding that cutter, and that is a good assist. Going back, in terms of just offensive firepower, Katakutan and Chauca will really bring a lot, so they really need to rely on their team game, itong Valenzuela.
Kinyan running the floor, gets the pass from Manligues, malakas doon. And double boo-boo there para sa Valenzuela because they also get the foul here.
We still got a credit to si Daryl Manligues looking at J.R. Kinyahan, finding him perfectly. But J.R. Kinyahan just too strong on that throw. Ball will go back para dito sa Davao Tigers.
Lead only down to 4 right now para sa Davao Occidental. Let's see if they can hold on to this. Under 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Up next, para sa Davao Occidental Tigers, they will be facing the Iloilo United Royals on June 5. Pampanga on their home floor on June 12. That's Independence Day, by the way. And 6 days after that, they will be going up against the Negros Muscovados. Currently, Davao at 7-2 atop the Southern Division team standings, while Valenzuela somewhere near the middle sa ating Northern Division at 6-4.
But still, they are both in the playoff picture here. Still an up and down season para dito sa Valenzuela. Still trying to get an edge here. Almost a turnover right there para kay Kenneth Galo.
Having Orin Katakutan and Val Chauca absent from their lineup really is a big blow to their offensive production.
Yes, because the firepower those two bring is really important in terms of their offense. But a lot of guys can step up right here para sa Valenzuela.
Shot clock violation na putukan doon ang Davao Occidental Tigers.
Once again, it is the noise here in the venue that is giving Davao a struggle in communicating inside the court. No one knows how many seconds are left on the shot clock, and that is going to be the third shot clock violation para dito sa Davao.
June Manzo will come back into the game para kay Jason Mancao. 32-28. As you take a look at the turnover story, +3 in that department for Davao. Something I'm sure Coach Mano Inigo is not proud of. Valenzuela will definitely be proud of J.R. Ginyahan as he makes that 3-point shot.
7 points para dito kay J.R. Ginyahan. It's first 3 of the ball game.
Definitely a push there against CJ Payawal. That was very obvious.
Wanted to go over, a little delayed on the cut by Kenneth Ighalo, but let's watch this again. Pick and pop, basic play, J.R. Ginyahan. That is a specialty of the house. J.R. Ginyahan making it rain here in his home court.
Ighalo at the line for 2 shots. What about Ken Ighalo? You know, this is a guy who is literally a 3-and-D player, and he has made a lengthy pro career out of it. 10 years in the PBA.
10 years? Wow. I didn't even notice that he played that long. But one guy he played a long time with is J.R. Ginyahan.
Exactly, yeah.
For the NLEX Road Warriors. So these are 2 guys that really know each other very well.
You know, he's a guy who has always flown under the radar. Magmula days niya sa Mapua hanggang sa PBA, hindi mo na masyado napapansin. Pero yung impact kasi na binibigay niya sa mga kupunan na nilalaroan niya has always been valuable. And June Manzo, well, that guy has always been instant impact.
June Manzo, of course, one of the better point guards we have here. Coming from the UP Fighting Maroons, kilalang-kilala natin tong batang ito.
Oh yes, you know, I look forward. Naglaban na ba sila ng Mindoro? Hindi pa, no?
Not yet.
Yeah, that's right. They haven't faced each other yet.
Gonna be facing
I'm
his
checking their schedule right now, yeah.
Paul Desiderio. So very exciting yun, not just for the MPBL, but also for the UP community.
June Manzo with that familiar floater. He has perfected that shot over the course of his career. Meanwhile, CJ Payawal drawing another foul here against this Davao defense.
Still cold on his offensive end. Itong si CJ Payawal. That's going to be his first point here in the ball game. Already has 1 Player of the Week honors. But so far here, well defended by Davao to start the ball game.
Second free throw is good para kay CJ Payawal. Payawal, one of 4 guys averaging double figures this year para sa Valenzuela. 10.2 points per game and shooting 52.2% from the field. Very efficient.
One of the guys that really made a name here to start the season is CJ Payawal. A good young talent para dito sa Valenzuela.
PJ Simon carving out an opportunity right there on the left side. Ball goes to Ighalo, fakes a pass, goes for the stretch, no good. Payawal looking up. Manzo right there in front of him. And that is gonna be it. An up and down first half here between these 2 squads.
First quarter going the side of Davao. Second quarter going the side of Valenzuela. Both teams really want this win badly. And it's going to be a rough and tough physical second half we are going to be in for.
The lead is just 4, 36-32. Our halftime score is brought to you by GameX, the official online lending partner of the MPBL, the first and original online basketball lending sa Pinas.
Back here at the West Arena for your Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. My name is Andrea Endiso, and right now we will be having our halftime interview together with Assistant Coach Nonoy Bonleon, the Assistant Coach of Davao, and of course Valenzuela Classic's very own Coach Congressman Eric Martinez, the coach and team owner of Val City. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for joining me here at the half. Unahin ko na po munang tanungin si Coach Nonoy. Coach, you guys had a great start. To whom do you contributed this good start of Davao?
Yung first group, yung maganda kasi umpisa namin, maganda yung pasahan, medyo yun, swerte rin, maganda rin, at saka yung ikot ng bola namin, medyo okay naman.
Pero later on, naging tight po yung ball game natin. Ano po bang nangyari at naging dikit yung laban?
No, medyo nawala nung second quarter, medyo nawala yung composure. Medyo nagkanya-kanya ng konti. Pagkatapos yun, at saka pagpalit ng tao, medyo nagbago yung momentum namin. Kaya nahabol.
I see, and I'm sure inaabangan na po ng inyong mga fans yung mga adjustments na gagawin nyo for the second half. Speaking of fans, meron po ba kayong mga gustong batiin o pasalamatan?
Binabati namin yung team owner namin, si Congressman Claude Bautista, si Congresswoman Claudine Bautista Lim, baka Bautista family, Mayor Dinko, si Boss Otep, Coco Live, at saka mga pamilya ko sa Davao, buwan dyan sa Davao. At saka mga taga Malita, Davao Occidental.
Alright, thank you so much, Coach. Dumako naman tayo sa aking kanan. Congressman, talaga nga namang parang diesel ang Valenzuela Classic. Medyo matagal mag-init kung tawagin. Ano po bang reason, Congressman, for this slow start?
Well, we had another slow start. Yan ang worry namin. So, it's really something we have to work on too. Yung start namin, medyo flat. And hitting our shots, tumataas yung energy level namin. So, we were able to make the game close. So, eto, critical tong start ng third quarter. We have to start strong and go early.
Ano po ba yung naging main solution nyo dun sa problemang yun at paano nyo yun itutuloy dito sa third quarter?
Well, after we try to create turnovers, then we run. When we run, we are good. When we hit our outside shots, as Chris De Chavez did, I think he got 3, we're good. So that's where the energy comes from, basket. So hopefully we got it early sa third quarter.
Speaking of energy, Congressman, talaga nga namang kung noon ang punong-puno itong West Arena, ngayon kulang na lang umapaw na tayo at nabalitaan ko pa in a Facebook post na kagabi pa lang, pila na agad para sa tickets ng ating game for tonight. Ano po bang masasabi nyo sa inyong very own V-Nation?
Maraming salamat, V-Nation! Truly, Valenzuela is the basketball capital of the Philippines at supportahan natin lagi ang ating Team Valenzuela. Laban lang. We'll have a good third and fourth quarter.
Alright, meron po ba kayong gustong batiin at pasalamatan, Congressman?
Ang sponsors natin, syempre, VA Cargo, YPS Clothing Trading, Anytime Fitness Valenzuela, Metroland Builders, Accredited Wellness and Pain Clinic, Coco Ahero, and my wife, Dr. Catherine, and my children, Yelena, Svetlana, and Oksana, the city government of Valenzuela, Councilor Jerry Esplana, and Mayor Wes Gatchalian. Maraming salamat po sa tulong. And of course, the last but not the least, the Valenzuelano V-Nation. Maraming salamat sa inyo. V-Nation never stops. Mabuhay po tayong lahat. Suportahan natin MPBL, ang #1 basketball league sa buong Pilipinas ngayon.
Alright, thank you so much, Congressman. And that's it for our halftime interview. Mga kaliga, here in the MPBL, basketball action is indeed in the air. But a few days ago, merong isang pangyayari na talaga namang unforgettable in the lives of 2 of our MPBL fans. Kung ano po yon, sabay-sabay nating balikan at panoorin dito lamang syempre sa MPBL Extra.
Hello, ako po po si Gabriel Mayuga.
Ako naman po si Meg Valdez.
Nagsimula po kami is una 2016. 1 year kaming MU hanggang 2017 officially naging kami.
Actually po magkasama kami sa music ministry sa church namin. So ako po kumakanta, siya tumutugtog kasi bassist po namin siya. So doon although kami po ay schoolmate nung high school, di po kami masyado nagpapansinan or di kami close. Doon po sa church, doon kami naging close, nagkaroon po kami ng communication at doon po nag-start. Usual lang na excited kami manood ng MPBL kasi inaabangan talaga namin yung bawat laro dito. So expect ko lang na manunod kami, happy lang at di ko in-expect na may paganon pala. Kaya nagulat ako at memorable po itong araw na to sa amin.
Actually, wala talaga akong maisip na way kung paano gagawin to. Pero nung sabi ko, super fan kasi kami ng Quezon Huskers. Sabi ko posible kaya kapag sa MPBL. Sabi ko, parang imposible. Pero hindi ko alam ba't nandito na kami ngayon.
Sa harap ng Maharlika, Pilipinas.
Unti lang natin planuhin yung kasal natin at mahalin pa natin yung isa't isa at mag-unawaan lang tayo at sana maging successful din yung susunod na step which is yung wedding natin. Mahal na mahal kita. Love you.
Love you too. So excited ako sa darating na wedding. Ako naman gusto ko lang simple, pero talaga nandun yung sincerity natin. At kasama syempre si Lord. So, I love you, Lovey. So, nagpapasalamat po kami sa MPBL, sa lahat po ng bumubuo nito, sa provincial government, hanggang sa pagtanda namin bilang mag-asawa, hindi po namin makakalimutan itong araw na to. At nawa po ay magtuloy-tuloy ang mga season, mga laro po sa MPBL. Yun po, maraming salamat po.
Sobrang thankful sa bumubuo ng MPBL, sa lahat ng commissioner, kay Senator Manny Pacquiao, sa buong Quezon. Sobrang thankful kasi nabigyan ako ng opportunity para mag-propose sa girlfriend ko at fiancé ko na ngayon. Sobrang thankful talaga. Salamat. Thank you.
Thank you po. Thank you po.
Halftime now between the Valenzuela Classic VA Cargo. They're down by 4 against the Davao Occidental Tigers, 36-32. It was a bad start offensively para sa Valenzuela Classic, but they were able to make their way back in the second quarter after only one made field goal in the first period.
Story of a lot of statistics right here. Davao Occidental more efficient on the scoring, also getting more shots in. Rebounding plus 11 para dito sa Davao, getting inside points plus 10. But Valenzuela making sure that whenever Davao is making a mistake, they are able to utilize it. Plus 9 points off turnover. That is why they were able to mount a comeback in the second quarter.
Valenzuela was down by as much as 11 points in this game. Davao was just furious in that first quarter. A lot of players chipping in, but then Chris De Chavez with three three-pointers at the beginning of the second quarter to be able to pull Valenzuela closer and make this game more competitive. We now start the second half here. This is the main event of our terrific Thursday tripleheader here at the West Arena in Valenzuela City. Live po ang Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League on 1PH. Also on Facebook, YouTube, the Pilipinas Live app, MPTV Channel 98 on Signal, and Satellite Channel 53. TH Tumalip scoring the first bucket of the second half for the Tigers.
Terrence Tumalip might be a lefty, but can always slash right, and that is what he did there.
Sloppy start once again here for Valenzuela. They turn the ball over. An opportunity once again offensively for the Tigers. They start the second half with June Manzo, Kelly Nabong, TH Tumalip, Bambam Gamalinda, and Ken Ighalo. Look at June Manzo absorbing the contact and finishing through it.
And June Manzo once again taking charge para dito sa Davao Tigers. Look at that. Driving lane, late help coming from Mike Machon, finishing on his weak hand. But June Manzo really wanting this victory once again.
And he shrugs it off just like it was nothing. He completes the three-point play. June Manzo, 11 points in that wire-to-wire victory against the Pangasinan Heatwaves in their last outing.
5 points and 2 assists already para kay June Manzo here today's ballgame.
Kinyahan joined by Andre Armenion, Mike Machon, Ryan Trazona, and Gianpaolo Rivera to start the second half para kay Congressman Eric Martinez. Kinyahan, perimeter jumper is short. Ighalo in trouble. Nabong able to get it across. Trazona though fouls him as he gets past the halfway point.
Almost an 8-second violation para di sa Davao, but luckily someone will be tapping a foul.
41-32. Valenzuela has yet to score here in the second half. Gamalinda from the elbow. That's money para kay Bambam Gamalinda.
Valenzuela switching it up. They are now playing a 2-3 zone against Davao. So look at the shooters that Davao will be getting open here.
7-0 run here by the Tigers to begin the third quarter. Armenion could not get the first basket of the second half for Valenzuela. Machon forces it up. Good defense once again for the guys in white.
Strong start by Davao right here in the third quarter. Now this is a double-digit lead already para dito sa Tigers.
2 minuto na nakakalipas dito sa ating third quarter. Manzo hooks a pass. Nabong sets for 3. No good. Trazona, good box out against Tumalip.
Struggle para dito kay Kelly Nabong. Still 0 points in the ball game for him.
Oh, Trazona, access denied by Kelly Nabong. Kelly almost losing it again, and that's another bailout call para sa kanya. Second straight time that he tries to get past the timeline.
They're denying the guard, so they're forcing Kelly Nabong to bring down that basketball. And just on the last second, talagang tinatamaan nila itong si Kelly Nabong. Already 2 straight possessions, almost an 8-second violation. But on that last second, someone will be hitting Kelly Nabong.
Kelly Nabong trying to check on his rib. Remember, he had that fractured rib early in the season and had to sit out a few games because of it.
That's why they're being careful para dito kay Kelly Nabong. Only 4 minutes in the first half. But we expect a lot more burn para dito kay Kelly Nabong in the second half.
Manzo committing the offensive foul there against Andre Armenion.
Trying to get space, extending that elbow. Charge para dito kay June.
And Coach Mano Inigo, he could not believe it. Dem de la Cruz coming in to the ball game para sa Valenzuela Classic. Tarazona, after an impactful game in their last match against the Bulacan Cuyas, has not been able to make the same impact here in this game against Davao.
No, he's trying to put in the energy, but he cannot find the open lanes para dito sa Valenzuela. So now they're going to be trying to put in a shooter in Nem de la Cruz and maybe stretch out the floor para dito sa Valenzuela.
And what you can notice really here is they've been sorely missing the services of two of their scorers in Valchauca and Oren Katakutan.
No, obviously, they need that one-on-one guy who can break down the defense, eventually get some points for them, and let the defense adjust on the talents that the scorers will bring. So now forced to really play on a bigger role on their offense is Andre Armenion and kanina si Ryan Tarazona as well.
One guy who is on the bench but not suited up is Dennis Santos. That's also one scorer that Valenzuela is missing here tonight. Finally, a score here in the second half for the Classic, courtesy of those two free throws by Andre Armenion. They're still down big here. 9-point advantage for Davao. Gamalinda sizing up the defense of Mashon. Gamalinda, great separation. Gamalinda could not hit. Nabong keeps it alive. Kelly puts it up. No go, trying to get for the offensive rebound, but Mashon makes sure that Valenzuela will get this one.
Good interior defense being played by Valenzuela there. No easy shot for Kelly Nabong.
Armenion, 18-footer. Wala yan. De la Cruz, offensive rebound. Put back attempt is short.
But those are good shots coming from Valenzuela. Just could not get that ball in. Those are the shots you want. Easy open buckets. And eventually they'll be able to get one or two from those kinds of attempts.
Manzo wants a high ball screen. Manzo attacks, gets past Kinyahan, and score plus the foul once again para kay June Manzo.
You cannot be 50-50 in terms of your decision if June Manzo has that basketball. They were not sure if they wanted to switch, they wanted a hard show, or they wanted to sag. But June Manzo reading perfectly what he had, saw the open lane, saw he had foot speed against J.R. Kinyan, gets the foul and the bucket.
Going downhill, June Manzo is really a handful to defend. Timeout taken here on the floor. The score 45-34. June Manzo, the captain of this Davao ship, scoring 8 of his 11 points in the fourth quarter against Pangasinan.
11 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists, doing everything. Not really stepping up in terms of scoring until needed. And June Manzo scoring 8 of his 11 in the fourth, really carrying his team to another victory in their last game.
Bonus free throw is good para kay June Manzo, former UP Fighting Maroon. Mashon on the stretch. He's blocked there by Nabong. Nabong has effectively protected the basket tonight para sa Davao. Manzo all the way to the cup.
Just too quick for everybody defending June Manzo. And 7 points already, all in the third quarter.
The second half is his domain. Short there is Chris De Chavez. Mashon trying to power his way through the defense. That time it was Tumalip swatting that shot away. Manzo leading the break, settles for the outside shot. That one's long. Machon tries to get it. Valenzuela basketball there. Really heated exchange here between these two squads.
A little heat check para dito kay June Manzo. But you see all the coaching staff commending June. That is a green light. 3 versus 2. Wide open 3. Good shot para kay June Manzo. Also good interior defense being played by Davao.
Tigers up by 14, 48-34. Daryl Baila pumasok na dito para sa Davao. Cristian Chavez and Bonzo Gotladera the same para naman kay Congressman Eric Martinez, and that time Payawal being aggressive, attacking the basket.
Nanggigil lang itong si Kelly Nabong. He wanted another block, getting 2 blocks the past 2 possessions. Wanted his 3rd one right there, but that will be a foul on Kelly Nabong. But one guy that needs to step up in terms of this offense is CJ Payawal. Valenzuela badly needs a scorer at this point, and CJ has the talent and skill to be able to carry his team in terms of scoring.
The Payawal has not yet made an impact offensively tonight para dito sa Valenzuela Classic. This free throw is brought to you by Extreme Appliances, ang subok at kompletong appliance brand ng Pilipinas. Payawal started this game para sa Valenzuela. Only 2 points to show for, all coming from the free throw line. So no made field goals yet para kay CJ Payawal.
Once our player of the week, carrying Valenzuela to 2 wins in that span. But now, really read well and scouted well by the Davao Occidental Tigers team.
And you know what they say, you know, it's easier to get to the top than stay on top.
It's true. And that is what is happening with CJ Payawal now. But this guy is very young, a lot of potential. Let's see how he recovers here in the season.
1-3-1 zone by Valenzuela, mixing it up defensively. Baila from the free throw line. That's money.
Now, he's been driving the past few possessions from the 2nd quarter, but now seeing that space, Baila gets that mid-range bucket.
Tigers continue to hold on to a double-digit advantage here in the 3rd quarter. Started this period with a 7-0 blast. This quarter seems to be the same story for Valenzuela, similar to the first period. But Darren Manliguez says, let's change the narrative.
Usually a guy who attacks more, but seeing there is enough space to take that 3, Darren Manliguez cuts the lead to 12.
Sarangay swings it to the left. That's a careless pass. Not really a good turnover there.
Miscommunication galing dito kay Mark Sarangay and June Manzo. June wanted the cut. Mark Sarangay wanted them all the way out. Miscommunication, turnover para sa Davao.
James Martinez has checked back into the game for the Davao Occidental Tigers. Manliguez out to the Chavez. Can he spark another run? Yes, sir. That's bullseye para kay Chris De Chavez.
Exactly the guy that Valenzuela needs right now. The shooting of Chris De Chavez. He mounted the comeback in the 2nd quarter. Let's see if he can make another one here in the 3rd.
First guy in double figures in this game. 12 points para kay Chris De Chavez. Martinez could not answer Payawal the offensive rebound. De La Cruz was stopped in his tracks there by June Manzo. Gotladera doesn't really have range. Manliguez gets it to Payawal. CJ could not hit from the corner. Oh, what's the call going to be here?
It's going to be on Nem De La Cruz.
Congressman Eric Martinez is livid. He is not happy at all with that call.
I want to see that again. That was on the other side of the basketball.
He is furious. This is the first time I'm seeing him like this.
You have to see a replay of that just to see what happened on the side of Nem De La Cruz. Everybody on the bench and on the court is furious on the call of the referees.
And Coach Mano Inigo asking for the technical.
You have to be able to control both sides right here.
There's going to be a technical foul against Valenzuela. Improper bench decorum. Congressman Eric Martinez not hiding his emotions there. He is really letting the officials know how mad and frustrated he is about that call. It's going to be a technical free throw here para kay June Manzo.
Could have been an easy 2 on the putback para kay Nem, but there was a call on the weak side. They say it's a pull coming from Nem.
Instead of June Manzo, it's James Martinez who took the technical free throw. Yeah, that's part of the way that Manzo controls the game. You know, he wants his shooters, his scorers to be able to get into a rhythm, and having James Martinez shoot that free throw is one way to do it.
A little adjustment on the side of Davao. James Martinez was put in the first half playing the point guard position, but now they want to be able to stretch out the floor because Valenzuela is playing zone. So James Martinez will be going back to his natural position at the 2 guard.
Manzo right now with 2 free throws. First one bounces in. Manzo igniting that strong start here in the second half para dito sa Davao Occidental Tigers. All of his points coming here in this period alone.
10 points already para kay June Manzo dito sa second half. 2 points in the first half, 10 in the third quarter.
41-53 is the count. Bakers doesn't lead for the Tigers. Manligues trying to go all the way there. A lot of forced shots here for Valenzuela in the third.
Now they're sagging off itong kay Daryl Manligues. Not really a known shooter, a very strong slasher. So they want him to force him to bad shots on the inside. Good defense by James Martinez.
Martinez will troop to the line once again. Maaga naging penalty dito ang Valenzuela Classic. Martinez has always been a great free throw shooter. 94.1%.
Calm and steady. Always ready to take those shots is James Martinez. Scientific shot din naman itong si James Martinez.
Very basic, very conventional.
Yeah, from UE all the way to the pros, he's really shown that he's one of the best shooters in the country.
Almost 7 minutes gone by here in the third quarter. Manligues goes to the Jego screen, spins, gets to the basket and scores.
Tried to close out on the left side. He saw the spin move available, wide open layup para kay Daryl Manligues.
7 puntos na sa laro na to para kay Daryl Manligues. Was a late addition last year para sa Valenzuela. And for a while, he went off the bench a few games during this season. But then the last couple of games, Congressman Eric Martinez and Coach Aldrin Morante opting to return Daryl Manligues back to the starting lineup. Although James Martinez, this is his turn right now.
You cannot go under any screen for James Martinez because once he gets a little space, automatic pull-up for James.
The answer, though, coming from Chris De Chavez. He's not done here yet.
15 big points para dito kay Chris De Chavez. We are having a shootout here in the third.
What Valenzuela needs right now are stops. Can they contain the scorers of Davao? Martinez gets it to Baila. Back to James. Martinez rejects the possible screen by Baila, and that's an offensive foul. He lost it as he tried to make a move.
It's a good read coming from Daryl Manligues, closing down on the driving lane of James Martinez, tapping the ball out. Let's watch this drive again. Closing down on the left, sees the right side, spin move and layup para dito kay Daryl.
That's our play of the game brought to you by Buenas. Take a look at it again. Daryl Manligues, athletic, explosive, and an excellent finisher, especially going downhill. Under 2 minutes to play dito sa ating third quarter. Martin gets it to De Chavez near the logo. That's off to the left. Jego tried to save it to no avail.
They're really trying to get Chris going once again. This is a third quarter, so they're really creating the plays for him.
Alan Martin making his first appearance in this one para sa Valenzuela. Engyo hesitates, creates separation, and goes up for the 2 points.
Good physical move by Engyo right there on that last play. Few bumps, gets enough space to get that shot.
And the Chavez and Baila, they're going at it here. And an exchange of sweet nothings from Cristo Chavez and Daryl Baila, warranting technicals for both.
Exchange of love. Here, we're done with Valentine's, pero mukhang may pagmamahalan pang binibigay itong si De Chavez at saka si Baila.
It really is getting very heated. I think that's an understatement here inside the West Arena.
Valenzuela has always been a tough venue, and the Valenzuela team does not want to go home with a win in front of this jam-packed home crowd.
Yeah, you know, if you're seeing it from your screens, mamaya makikita nyo ulit after this shot of Daryl Baila. There is no empty seat in the house.
Filled to the brim. You see, hanggang taas po, meron tayong nanonood.
Tingnan natin yung nangyari doon. There was the push there by Baila, and then the return by De Chavez. Bumawi ulit si Daryl Baila. And, you know, our referee Jay Castroverde, he had enough, giving both of these players technical fouls. De Chavez knocks down the second free throw, so the two technicals canceled out, but the foul stands, and penalty na rin kasi dito ang Davao Occidental. Sarangay almost lost it. Ighalo doesn't settle for the outside shot. Ken Ighalo using the left hand.
Ken Ighalo attacking middle. A good strong attack coming from him. They wanted to close out on the three. Good driving lane para Ken.
I think Valenzuela's defense has been loose here in the third quarter. They've allowed those easy drives, just like that one by Ken Ighalo in the last play.
3 layups by June Manzo. Now a layup by Ken Ighalo. The defense of Valenzuela has to be able to adjust here in the final 11 minutes of the game.
49 seconds to play dito sa ating third quarter. CJ Payawal has really struggled here tonight. All of his points coming from the free throw line, and he misses on the first.
Not the usual offensive game para dito kay CJ Payawal. Closed down by Davao. No driving lanes. They're forcing him to take his outside shot, but he is so far 0 out of 2 from the three-point line.
If you just tuned in, Valenzuela undermanned coming into this game. They are without Dennis Santos, Orin Katakutan, and Val Chauca.
On the other end, no Art de la Cruz naman para dito sa Davao.
Martinez, two-man game with Mark Sarangay. They give it up to Ighalo. Step back three. That's an air ball coming from Ken Ighalo.
Not the usual shot para dito kay Kenneth Ighalo. A step back three. Good defense coming from Valenzuela on that last play. And this may be one more good possession para sa Valenzuela.
Can they finish this third quarter strong? It's been all Davao here in the third quarter. Lepalam receives at the elbow. He instructs Diego to go to the other side. Lepalam delivers a pass. Diego is fouled.
Leopalam wanted to attack the single coverage on Mark Sarangay, but this guy is just too physical to be able to back down. Sees the cutter, and there will be a foul para dito kay Jeric Diego.
And Mark Sarangay, you know, he has faced tall people like Gladys Lepalam throughout his career. Lepalam not really known as an offensive threat in the post.
But always he is given a lot of opportunities in the team because of his defensive prowess, physicality, his strength, his stability down low. That's why he will always be given minutes on whatever team he is playing for.
The yellow light is on in front of Richard Tampos. Coach Mano Inigo will challenge that last foul call on B-Boy Engyo. We'll take a short break. Magbabalik tayo.
challenge made by Davao is unsuccessful. Foul on B-Boy Engio.
Nagbabalik ang inyong Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League, ang liga ng bawat Pilipino. Coach Manong Inigo's challenge unsuccessful. This was the last play. Take a look at it. Jeric Jego trying to create separation there against B-Boy Engio.
Obviously hit on the hand right there.
And Coach Manong Inigo still can't believe it. He really feels that there should not have been a foul there against B-Boy Engio. But, you know, they're still comfortably ahead right now by 14 points. Jego missing on his first free throw. So even the shots from the charity stripe have not come aplenty para dito sa Valenzuela Classic. 0 out of 2, but Dalman League is coming out of nowhere to get that offensive rebound.
Last shot time para dito. Oh no, sorry. 5 more seconds will be left para sa Davao.
5-second differential between shot clock and game clock. Manliguez, the spin, fall away, jumper, no good. Martinez, he still has decent time here to put up a shot. Martinez loses it. The heave from Martin. That's way off the mark, and that's going to do it for the first 30 minutes of action here between Valenzuela and Davao. Another strong showing by the Tigers here in that third quarter.
Strong start by June Manzo, getting 10 points all in the third quarter. Starting a good run para dito sa Davao, and eventually they'll be going with a 14-point lead entering the final frame of our ball game.
Well, Daryl Manliguez tried to get Valenzuela some much-needed buckets. Unfortunately, Davao just kept coming and coming, and the defense for Valenzuela just was not working at all. It wasn't tight, and Davao just really had their way going to the cup. That's why they continue to stay on top by 14, 62-48. Our in the third quarter score brought to you by GameX, the official online lending partner of the MPBL, the first and original online basketball lending sa Pinas. Presenting our Suzuki muscular and sporty fans of the game, just like the Avenus, do more and achieve more with the muscular and sporty scooter from Suzuki, the Avenus. Oras na para magmotor. We welcome you once again to the West Arena here in Valenzuela City for the main game of our terrific Thursday triple header dito sa Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League, ang liga ng bawat Pilipino. Daryl Manliguez in the Valenzuela Classic finding themselves down by 14 as we enter the fourth quarter here against the Davao Occidental Tigers. And what has gone wrong here for Valenzuela in this game, especially here in the second half?
Well, really, it was their interior defense. We saw how easy the drives were para dito sa Davao in that third quarter. June Manzo, Kenneth Ighalo, and a few more other guys was able to get easy attacks on that last quarter. So a lot of defensive adjustments has to happen for Kong Eric and Coach Aldrin here in the fourth quarter. But that is a good start coming from Daryl Manliguez.
Basket inside para kay Daryl Manliguez. Definitely a welcome sight para sa kanila. This is Savvy Palanya alongside Coach Juanito Gregorio and Miss Andrea Indicio. Tumale, hook sa pass to Gamalinda. Manzo will not take the three. Gamalinda goes inside, gets into Andrada. Baseline J. That's good para kay Yutian Andrada.
He has really worked on that outside game. We did not see that in his collegiate days, even in his early pro days. But Yutian Andrada knows that he is now playing modern day basketball, extending his shot all the way to the mid-range.
That is the mark of a good player and will definitely guarantee you longevity in your career when you continue to reinvent yourself in this game. But that's a great shot off the bank there by Nem de la Cruz.
Kailangan ng step-up guy para dito sa Valenzuela, and Nem de la Cruz can really get those shots in given the opportunity. Single coverage on the post, utilizes that fadeaway.
Andrada almost lost it. Heavy pressure being applied there by Ladis Lebalam. Manzo calls for a screen. Andrada slips. Manzo all the way to the cup. He's making mincemeat of the defense.
Same problem para dito sa Valenzuela. Easy drive for June Manzo. That's already the 4th time he drove too easily going to the basket. 14 points para kay June.
Alan Martin on to Krista Chavez. He sparked that second quarter run para dito sa Valenzuela after they only got 1 field goal made in the first quarter. Alan Martin turnaround jumper. That is definitely a foul. And that is a big basket that could get the crowd going here inside the West Arena.
Alan Martin just ready for that kick out. Was eventually given that space on the drive. Went for the spin and the fadeaway. See here again. Help side late. Attacking Tumalip. And Alan Martin will be getting a foul and that bucket, cutting the lead to 12.
The degree of difficulty on that shot, especially with the shot clock winding down, tremendous para kay Alan Martin. He completes the 3-point play. That brings Valenzuela to within 11 points.
One of the holdovers galing sa team last year. Alan Martin given quality minutes and now he is stepping up in the late game para dito sa Valenzuela.
Tumalip pulls out. No opportunity yet there para sa Davao. They will use their shot clock. Manzo gets a screen. Manzo attacks again. Another opportunity there para kay June Manzo. However, overshoots the mark on that layup. Here comes Valenzuela. Kinyahan. He has not seen action in that third quarter para sa Valenzuela. This is his first time here in the second half.
Too early on the drop pass right there from Alan Martin.
Oh, Andrada gets position against Kinyahan. That's really too easy.
Good quick seal, good communication, good location by his teammate. And that's going to be an easy 2 para dito kay Yutian.
And not much resistance offered here by the Valenzuela defense. The Chavez trying to dazzle the crowd with his moves. Gives it up to Alan Martin. Martin goes inside. Kinyahan attacks the closeout. And he will be fouled there from behind by Yutian Andrada.
Full respect, full closeout galing dito kay Yutian. They don't want JR Kinyahan to get hot here in the 4th quarter. So they're closing out on the 3-point lane para dito kay JR.
Krista Chavez dialing it down from the outside. That brings us our lucky fan of the game, brought to you by Buenas. And you can see there the tarps, the Valenzuela faithful. Dahil nga nagpa-contest si Congressman Eric Martinez. Tarpaulin contest, which was, I believe, awarded during a halftime earlier, yung best tarpaulin. Kaya maraming tarpaulin here all around.
And everybody's in red. Talagang disseminated well yung message that you have to watch the game in red.
Well, you know, they are proudly the basketball capital of the Philippines. So Congressman Eric Martinez, I'm sure, just telling them to follow through on their reputation. A rare turnover there, careless mistake in the backcourt, 8-second violation against the Davao Occidental Tigers. Valenzuela will have a crack at it. De la Cruz out of the elevator. De la Cruz fakes the pass, goes inside. Kinyahan, the offensive rebound. Kinyahan up and in for 2.
Tough shot galing dito kay JR Kinyahan. Those were 2 white shirts, well defending the inside, but just pure veteran experience para dito kay JR.
Much needed basket, but the question for Valenzuela has been, can they defend, especially on those downhill drives by June Manzo and TH Tumalip. Tumalip backing down to the zona. He settles for the jumper. This time it's short. Gamalina, definitely that's going to be a foul against Armenion. Kelly Nabong back in the game para kay Coach Manong Inigo. Get quality minutes by Yutian Andrada.
Oh yes, every time Yutian is put in, you are getting a good defender and obviously getting a lot of his rebounds. So good quality minutes. Now Kelly Nabong will be fresh entering the final frame of the 4th quarter.
June Manzo once again razzling and dazzling.
He's just playing with whoever defender is in front of him. Might be Armenion, might be Manligues. Same result para dito kay June. A little step back through 3. Gets the bump, gets the finish. Making everybody his cones here in today's ball game.
Between the legs, the step back, the hesitation, and then the attack. The basket and the foul para dito kay June Manzo. Nobody can seem to guard him tonight.
Just too quick, too strong. And June Manzo can just play however he wants, but will be missing that last free throw.
13 ang kalamangan dito ng Davao Occidental Tigers, 70-57. Almost 4 minutes gone by here in the fourth quarter. Kinyahan wanting to post up Kelly Nabong. The pass, though, a little too forward for his own good. Tage Tumalip was anticipating that feed.
They wanted to front itong si JR Kinyahan and putting Tumalip off the back, maybe getting a steal, but medyo napakapit itong si Kelly Nabong.
A foul was on TH Tumalip.
Oh, it's gonna be on off the back.
Yeah.
Foul is off the back dito kay TH Tumalip.
And look who's checked into the game para sa Valenzuela, Jamison Hero. Can he actually be that spark para sa Valenzuela? De La Cruz almost stepped on the sideline. Then Chavez tried to go for the higher percentage look inside to Kenyan. Manzo saves it. Oh, Martinez could not handle the pass. Coach Mano Inigo is visibly frustrated, pero sabi niya, sige, next play na lang.
Smart play by June. Not so smart play on the other end.
Oh, Trazona forced that one up, but Tumalip caught him on the arm. Trazona has really had trouble against the veterans of Davao.
Not the same game he played in their last game. 14 points para dito kay Ryan Trazona, but here a real struggle for him. Good scouting report coming from Davao, trying to close down on Trazona. Not the same energy he is bringing, yet he is still trusted by the coaching staff to try and provide in the late game.
There's still a lot of time to be played here sa laro na to, and Valenzuela is definitely not yet out of this one. Down by just 12, Trazona has a chance to cut it to 11.
But Valenzuela needs someone to step up in terms of their offense. They've been playing just too slow in terms of a comeback. Once again, everybody is not happy.
Oh, I thought that was last touch Valenzuela too.
I think they can challenge if they want to.
No, I don't think Coach Manu Inigo has any challenges left. Unsuccessfully naging challenge sa kanina. Hero will trigger in from the baseline, so Valenzuela will keep possession. Trazona getting past Martinez, but he misses up close. I think Manzo was hit. He's down right now. Hero ahead of the back. Jamison Hero could not finish. Kinyahan on the reverse. Kinyahan will score.
June is holding on to his left shoulder here. Not a good sign.
Oh, he's had a history of shoulder injuries. He's grimacing in pain.
And he has been carrying this team on his back the whole second half. He's one of the main reasons why they are up big entering the 5-minute mark of the fourth quarter. PT obviously worried on June Manzo. Yes, he has had history on his shoulder from his UP days all the way to his pro level days. Tignan natin kung makakabalik pa si June here in the latter part of the fourth.
And this comes at a crucial point because Valenzuela is now on the verge of making a run here, cutting this lead down to 10 at this point of the match. 5 minutes and 15 remaining here in the game. Still a lot of time, still a lot waiting to happen between these two teams. Take a look at this one. Manzo was still able to hold that basketball. As soon as he made that pass, doon na nag-trigger.
I think it's non-physical. It was really the impact of the sprint. And that happens when you already have a shoulder problem prior to the game.
He was trying to cushion his fall kasi mahuhulog na nga sa kanina. Alright, makes sense. Ball tapped out of bounds. It will stay with Davao.
Gonna be 2 non-traditional point guards para dito sa Davao in James Martinez and Ryusei Koga. So they can be switching from time to time who will play point guard.
Koga goes through the screen. Koga gets inside. Could have been a three-point play opportunity para kay Ryusei Koga. But again, the interior defense of Valenzuela continues to be absent.
Different guys, same result para dito sa Davao. Just too easy on the driving lanes for whoever guard is playing for the Davao Tigers, and still no adjustment coming from Valenzuela.
This free throw is brought to you by Extreme Appliances, ang subok at kompletong appliance brand ng Pilipinas. Koga scores on the first free throw. The noise inside the venue is incredibly loud. I can barely hear myself.
It's 10:15 in the evening. Sana hindi pa nagagalit yung mga kapitbahay dito sa West Arena.
Jamison Hero at the last moment decided to go for the pass. That's a turnover. Nabong will bring it across for the white shirts. Koga to the corner. Martinez doesn't get the bounce. Trazona looking to push. Trazona to the left side. Quinyahan picked up by Ken Ighalo. De Chavez also missing on the three. Martinez securing possession. Ighalo has Koga ahead on the left side. He decides to go to James. Absolutely no need to rush for the Tigers. Martinez sets. No good as well.
Those are good shots para dito kay James Martinez.
Trazona currently with just a point. The spin inside. Finally, a made field goal para kay Ryan Trazona.
And there, they will be cutting this lead to single digits. But that is too easy para dito kay Engio. Wide open on the leak out pass coming from Kelly Nabong.
And just when you got it down to single digits, you give up that easy leak out and finish on the other side. Definitely not helping their cause for the Valenzuela Classic on that last defensive possession, or rather maybe the lack of it on that play. Timeout taken here by Coach Aldrin Morante and Congressman Eric Martinez. 3 minutes and 45 remaining in this game. Ryan Trazona, we were talking about his numbers against the Bulacan Kuya. 16 points in less than 14 minutes on the floor. 6 out of 8 from the field, 3 out of 5 from downtown. And tonight, Trazona only good for 3 points and 5 rebounds.
Quality minutes in their last game here. Given a lot more minutes. Not the same production para dito kay Ryan Trazona. But still trying in getting some energy in with that spin move in their last play.
That was his only made field goal of the game. Jamison Hero out to the baseline. Manligues, couple of fakes by Quinyahan. That shot doesn't trickle in. Hero though gets the stick back.
Good signs para naman dito sa Davao. June Manzo is back in the ball game. Looks like he is fresh and good to go in the final minutes of the game.
Solid screen set there by Kelly Nabong. They drop Jamison Hero to the ground. A Hero really heavily denying ito si June Manzo.
And they're trying to do everything for June Manzo not to get that basketball and not to have that driving lane. He is the main killer here in the second half, carrying Davao to this 9-point lead.
First personal against Jamison Hero, who only came in a couple of minutes ago here in the fourth quarter. Did not play the entire game.
Could Hero be the hero here in this ball game? The final 3-11.
That is a question I'm sure Valenzuela is waiting to know the answer of. Manzo to Ighalo. Ken steps back. Three-pointer. No good.
Three-pointers a little bit colder para dito sa Davao. 0 for 3 the past 3 possessions.
De Chavez fakes out Engyo. Ighalo running to challenge, but De Chavez misses altogether.
Davao is in penalty. That would mean 2 free throws para dito sa Valenzuela. And they are trying new guys here. Carlo Velasquez and Jamison Hero now in the final minutes para dito sa Valenzuela.
Velasco also did not play the entire ball game here para sa Valenzuela.
Homegrown guys given extra trust by Coach Aldrin Morante and Kong Eric.
And it looks like they will be giving Coach Manu Inigo a technical here. Coach Manu was arguing that it should have been an offensive foul against Darren Manliguez because of the apparent ward-off on that drive to the basket. Chris De Chavez able to sink the technical free throw, and until now, Coach Manu Inigo could not believe it. This is, after all, a crucial stretch in this game, even though they're still up by 8.
Slowly but surely kumakatok itong Valenzuela sa pintuan ng Davao. This will be 2 free throws for Carlo. A technical shot coming from Carlo as well, Carlo De Chavez, but the first missed by Carlo Velasco right here.
This is Velasco's first trip to the line this season. Has only played 3 games this year because of that loaded lineup that Valenzuela now has, especially at this position.
Crucial misses coming from Carlo Velasco. That could have been a chance for them to cut this to a 2-possession ball game.
Nabong wants Manzo to handle it. Eventually gets it to him. Kelly drives past Hero. Nabong very crafty going to the rack.
Not usually the scorer para dito sa Davao, but looking at June Manzo, there was an open lane para dito kay Kelly Nabong.
Velasco almost lost his balance. Hero leans in, push shot. He's no good. But there's a foul once again called against Davao.
Valenzuela trying to run on every possession. They need quick buckets if they want a good run to end the ball game. Let's watch that last play. Switch, open lane, easy bucket para dito kay Kelly Nabong.
June Manzo and Kelly Nabong, what about those two guys playing beautiful music together on that 2-man game?
And to play with each other, both players really complement the way each other plays.
Hero will be tested at the free throw line, and Hero also misfiring on his first free throw.
Crucial misses para dito sa Valenzuela. 0 out of 3 in their last few runs on the free throw line. The last free throws by Carlo Velasco could have cut it to a 2-possession ball game, yet they are now down by 10 and missing their last 2 shots.
They are 17 out of 32 as a team here in this game. Imagine that. If they had made at least half of those misses, Manliguez could not convert on that left-hand layup. Tamalib gets it across. Razona trying to pressure. Nabong gives it up. We now enter the twilight zone here, ladies and gentlemen. Our last 2 minutes brought to you by GameX, the official online ending partner of the MPBL, the first and original online basketball ending sa Pinas.
Still a glimmer of hope para dito sa Valenzuela. Turnover for Davao. If they can get a quick bucket and a stop, there is still a chance for Valenzuela to mount a comeback.
Well, if Valenzuela's Waterloo in this game, among others, has been their interior defense, one of Davao's has been their turnovers. They've turned the ball over 14 times in this game. Trazona fakes out the defense. Hero was behind on that pass, but it looks like it was last touched by Davao.
One more chance para dito sa Valenzuela. Still 16 seconds on the shot clock for them to execute.
Trazona, Hero, Manliguez, Gianpaolo Rivera, Chris De Chavez. A small ball lineup on the floor para kay Coach Alden Morante and Congressman Eric Martinez. Our referees at the scorers table. They're trying to clarify something with Richard Tapos, and there you see Coach Manu Inigo. His team looking for win number 8 tonight.
Technical foul is called on Davao Occidental Tigers number 33.
There's technical call here.
For unsportsmanlike behavior.
Wow, that's big.
I think the 5th foul on Kelly Nabong.
Wow, that's big. Nabong will have to sit the rest of this 1 minute and 47 seconds.
Still trying to plead his case here. Said he's not doing anything, but there was an unsportsmanlike behavior called by the referee.
Oh, once again, the free throws, they continue to haunt Valenzuela.
Just a little bit over 50%. Masakit ang mga mintes ng Valenzuela here in today's ball game. You were saying if they've only made at least half of their misses, this would have been a ball game.
They're down by 10 here, talking about the classic. Hero gets away, fakes out Yamalinda, but look at the help defense coming from Daryl Baila.
Gotta commend the defense of Davao. They may be up by 10, but they are still protecting that paint. 3 white shirts, good defense coming from Baila.
4 blocks in the game as a squad para dito sa Davao Occidental. 2 of them coming from Kelly Nabong. Trazona will settle for the 3, awkward-looking shot. That's off the front of the rim.
And times like this, these are the times that you will be needing Orin Katakutan and Val Chauca in getting those easy points for you. Yet it's been a struggle on the offensive end para dito sa Valenzuela.
It's been a defensive masterclass as well para sa Davao Occidental. Meanwhile, para sa Valenzuela, it's been the lack of defense that has really been the biggest thorn on their side. There you see again, Jun Manzo scoring on another layup.
5 easy shots para dito kay Jun Manzo. No challenge on the help side coming for Jun. No big man to even try and challenge the layups of Jun Manzo. And he's just been going at it each and every time he sees that lane because he knows more than anything else, it's automatic on those drives.
There has been a 0 rotation on the help side para sa Valenzuela. It's so uncharacteristic for a team of Coach Aldrin Morante to actually perform like this in a game against a contender.
Usually a team that really relies on their defensive intensity, but in this ball game, those drives by the guards, 5 times coming from June, few times from Koga. James Martinez also getting a few threes. The guards really carrying this team to this 12-point lead.
Well, you know, usually if there's a help side defense that comes to protect the drive, you're going to be able to dish off to your big man. But there has been no resistance from the Valenzuela interior.
It's been a too easy day para dito kay Jun Manzo. All layups on those 10 points.
Rivera, that shot was well defended by Kenny Halo.
It'll be a good win going for Davao. Win number 8 for the Davao Tigers. Slowly but surely trying to inch up in our division standings. And they really want that safety para dito sa Davao in terms of their playoff picture. Bam Gamalinda seems to have strained his hamstring as well in the end game.
Oh, that's not a good
bothered.
sign. Art de la Cruz already sat out this game with a strained hamstring. And Kenny Halo might have just sealed the deal right there.
Quiet
para
ball
sa
game.
Davao Occidental Tigers.
Quiet ball game for Kenny Gallo, but he has 12 points and 9 rebounds in today's ball game. Almost a double-double.
Oh, I didn't even realize that he was already double figures.
Very quiet, just doing his role perfectly, playing defense, getting those offensive boards, getting a few easy layups and a few threes. 12 points, 9 rebounds. The type of player who gets star player numbers but plays a role player role.
He's a star in his role.
Star in his role. Perfect way to describe it.
Pero isang star na gusto kong batiin ngayon, I'd like to give a shout out to Coach Alan Gregorio who is watching right now. Kilala mo ba yun?
Hindi. Parang
hindi mo pa na-meet?
I think yan yung mga sikat na Gregorio.
Oo, yung sikat yun eh.
Mga magkakapatid ba yun?
Oo. Sikat yung mga yun. Idol yun si Coach Alan Gregorio. Coach, happy viewing. And there you have it. That is it for this game between the Davao Occidental Tigers and the Valenzuela Classic. A beatdown by the Tigers here over the home squad.
Hard-fought win para din sa Davao, but it's really been the guards that really made a big impact, especially in the second half, carrying it on their back. Big props to Jun Manzo, to Biboy Engio, and of course all the other guys, but one guy really trying to carry his team here. I don't know kung pang ilan na to, the best player of the game, but still deserving on every honor is still Jun Manzo.
What a season it has been so far para kay Jun Manzo, and he continues to dazzle us with those breakdown moves and his game control, how he's able to manage his squad and the rest of the team. Our best player of the game is brought to you by Buenas. The score is 79-65. Our final score brought to you by GameX, the official online ending partner of the MPBL, the first and original online basketball ending sa Pinas. Davao Occidental will move up to 8-2, while Valenzuela will slide down to 6-5.
Davao trying to be safe on that playoff picture, slowly trying to enter that top 3. And another big win para dito sa Davao Occidental Tigers.
Our player of the game, Jun Manzo, is at courtside with our very own Andrea Andisio.
First of all, congratulations. Dikit yung laban. By the end of the first half, ilang beses kayong naabutan ng shot clock. As the point guard, ano yung mga naging adjustments mo in the second half?
Yun lang, susunod pa rin kami sa game plan ni Coach. And yung mga pinractice naman these past few days, talagang tumatak talaga sa amin. And yun nga, shoutout sa mga taga Valenzuela. Ang sarap maglaro pag ganitong crowd.
Meron bang mga sinabi sa'yo specifically o mga pinagawa sa'yo specifically at bigla kang nag-step up in the second half?
Yes, kasi ako nga una yung point guard talaga nila, Coach. And kapasalamat ako sa binibigay nilang tiwala sa akin. And yun lang, hindi ko sila pinapahiya para give and take lang, kumbaga.
And you did it again sa home floor ng kalaban. At this point ba, nababother pa kayo pag ganito yung kalaki yung crowd na against sa inyo?
As a player, ang sarap maglaro kung ganito yung crowd. Kumbaga, gaganahan ka kahit na sa away, home yung kalaban. So, yun nga, kailangan namin mag-step up kasi kailangan din namin yung panalo na to.
Sanay na ang isang Jun Man. So, parang sanay na rin dito sa isang best player interview. Alright, meron ko bang gustong batiin o pasalamatan?
Binabati ko yung girlfriend ko andito, si Hana Garcia. And yung mga tropa ko sa Nasipit, sila Giros, RR, basta lahat ng mga taga Nasipit, Agusan del Norte, binabati ko. And syempre, kay sa tatay namin, Kong Claudia Bautista, Congresswoman Dindi Bautista Lim, Mayor Dinko Bautista, Ma'am Baby Bautista, and the Bautista family. And ito, healthy and pure mineral water. And syempre, yung Coco Life.
Alright, thank you so much. Once again, that is Jun Manzo, our Buenas player of the game. Back to you guys.
Maraming salamat, Andrea. Congratulations to Jun Manzo and the Davao Occidental Tigers. They will be facing Iloilo next on their schedule. Our games tomorrow happening at the Calao Sports Complex in Pangasinan at 4 o'clock p.m. The Imus Agimat will be tangling with the Iloilo United Royals at 6 o'clock p.m. The South Cotabato Warriors will be looking to sustain their winning run against Coach Egay Macaraya and the Quezon City Toda Aksyon. And at 8 o'clock p.m., the Pangasinan Heatwaves will be defending their home court against the Paranaque Patriots in a battle of powerhouses in the North and South Division. Once again, that's going to happen at the Calao Sports Complex in Pangasinan, the home of the Heatwaves. Maraming salamat sa pagdalo sa aming coverage dito sa West Arena in Valenzuela City. For my partner, Coach Juanito Gregorio, for my courtside reporter, Miss Andrea Indisio, and for all the hardworking men and women of our production crew, this has been Javi Palanya saying good night from Valenzuela City. Ito po ang Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League, ang liga ng bawat Pilipino.